more of a Wild West show back in the 80s, no doubt about that. Coach, shut your mouth and let me answer the question, all right? I'll be happy to answer. You want to let me finish here for a second, pal?
The kind of football that the NFL used to be. Where's my smash mouth wide open football? We will take you places where the NFL is afraid to take you. Because quite frankly, we're not afraid of anything. May I never be ever thought of as legit.
In terms of cocaine, there was quite a bit of that. Why don't you ask yourself that question? And you've got that look on your face. I would accept no responsibility whatsoever for their untimely deaths. Are you indicating that's my responsibility? These people are dead. If you can't cut it, get out. Get out. Get out.
All right, Workers Club. What are we at? 159. Oh, I cannot wait to
officially
drop
scrubbed
that. What?
the
Scrubbed what?
pre-vacation one.
It's scrubbed. It's deleted. You deleted the whole thing? I was going to say, what a treat it will be.
We've now counted past it. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say, we can one day on a Patreon, Colin, you're going to hear the Larry and Wilson watch JCW very sleepily going, yeah, it still sucks. What are you going to do?
I have noticed they haven't broken 40 in 2 months.
Yeah. It's rough stuff over there.
Well, but we're going to have a collaboration soon.
Possibly. Getting into
Boy,
it.
Russo sold out quicker than I did even for Sean Oliver.
Yeah. All
You know
it took
what I
was
mean?
that Tony said, by the way, no intention behind it. You could take anything from it. He said, I'm watching JCW and I'm enjoying it. It could be for laughs. He could be watching it, drinking White Claws with Joey Janela and laughing his ass off.
He stole Bust in the Brain.
He is watching it for talent. Yeah.
Sign Big Al. Come on,
But,
Tony.
man, Russo immediately was like, he understands that wrestling is like isn't what it used to be. And then somehow I guess we're going straight to it, our favorites. Then somebody asked Meltzer if he would ever do a podcast with Russo, and he said, well, no, he has used gay slurs against me. And then Russo took umbrage with that, and it's been like this whole prolonged thing where he's like, point to one gay slur. And then he's also like, yeah, I do make fun of you for being obsessed with guys' abs. I mean, I don't think Russo would use like a hard slur on Dave Meltzer. That'd be insane. I feel like we
call
would
him a sissy boy or something. I feel like Russo wouldn't.
Namby Pamby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, Russo's kind of obsessed with the body thing himself. Like, that's his whole gripe against hating Sami Zayn is that he doesn't look like a wrestler. So which one is it?
Bro, if Sami Zayn had pecs, big juicy pecs, bro. Yeah, we that's a quote unquote lost episode. But maybe one day. What do we got though? Let's get into it. That was the big thing. Vince Russo, you getting into it with Jeff Lane. You called him out for his Pokemon hat. Vince Russo associate, Jeff Lane. But
Dave's admiring Johnny Gargano's abs because he's a fucking weightlifter. And these fucking soy boys, Russo and Lane, don't understand it because they don't have abs like Dave Meltzer at 65.
Yeah. Russo, be a subscriber. Don't you understand? Before Johnny Gargano, it was Johnny TV, aka Johnny insert whatever. He loved that guy. What that was the big at that time was him going straight up. I think I was told I have better abs than him. I think I do.
I remember.
Which is very funny for a guy at that age to be like. I mean, you know what Dave should be doing right now? You know how Sheamus has that workout video channel?
I'd love to see Dave on there.
Dave.
It's Sheamus on the couch watching Raw, and then it gets to commercial, and they start doing their curls.
That's the episode of Sheamus. Tell me about
This
your
is
workout.
hard, fella. This is hard.
Hey, fella, tell me about your workout. Well, I wait for an ad break, and then I start curling.
That's why Dave's bigger than ever, because there's so many ads now.
Yeah, I know. Bryan Alvarez is complaining. Dave Meltzer is just getting bigger. Each week, he's just more like a tripod. Like, when he's like, sometimes I do incline press. No, I was also gonna say he should do like a YouTube channel for like an older guy. For older guys, be like, you want fucking the abs of a 26-year-old. Well, Gargano's not 26. But he'll be like, let's get shred. What would Dave? I think Dave could get some YouTube following just working out. I think he should do that after he leaves.
You know, there's so many thousands of
Observer
that do that.
For older guys,
I don't listen.
I'm not that
age.
So
I'm gonna
and also look at me.
Denigrate wrestling fans. I don't think wrestling fans work out, and so he's not gonna get them. And then the weightlifter guys are so... I mean, listen, brother. You type in one workout into YouTube that you want to see done, your whole algorithm is going to be juice head showing you how to do a deadlift. There's just thousands of fucking channels.
Like, Dave Meltzer has that... Well, he's got a built-in audience. I know that, like you said, they don't... But what if
It'll be like wrestling shoot interview fans buying Sean Oliver's fiction book.
I mean, I would watch at least one Dave Meltzer workout video. You know what I also would watch? If he just got a GoPro and he attached it to his bike helmet, and it's just him biking around his town. I'd watch that too. He stops by his coffee shop or wherever he stops by, you know. Meltzer out and about. That's what the YouTube channel would be. The one person I am parasocial about is Dave Meltzer.
Hang on. He needs that train guy camera that looks back at him, though.
Yeah, it's inverted. It's like a fish cam. Yeah, it's pointing at his face, not at the whole time. Absolutely. He's got the wrapper. You know he's got wraparound sunglasses. Oh, I want to see his bicycle fit, too. Oh, he's just absolutely... That shirt is just breaking at the seams. Oh, man. I think, Dave said in this back and forth with Russo, like, oh, I barely have time to do podcasts with people I respect. Which he had, like, Dave LaGreca on not that long ago. You have Dave LaGreca on, Busted Open?
No, I think he means...
but should he...
Okay, sure.
But should he have somebody that... I don't know, does Dave LaGreca respect Dave?
I try not to know much about him.
But
he looks like Aaron Sorkin.
Do you think he does look like a? What's worse, he looks like a bloated Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah,
which is Aaron Sorkin's done so much coke. What's LaGreca's excuse? Why he looks like?
I don't want to talk about him anymore.
A melted Aaron Sorkin. How about that? I think we could, even given that he said that I barely have time to do, I think we could get Dave. I think we could.
Listen, he would do it for me.
You'd be like, yes, the Bud guy. I know him. Hey, Dave, it's me, the Bud guy.
Don't be so fucking weird, Dave. Just do the podcast.
Don't be weird, Bud. Or maybe Snowden would be our in, and this is I'm going to bring up. Snowden got in the replies and was like, hey, have you done Shamrock?
I got into his. Let's frame it correctly.
Oh, you got into his. I'm sorry.
He mentioned Ian, and I will always put the good word down on Ian.
Yes. And
I always forget that Snowden writes. I am excited about the Bret Hart book coming out. Okay. It's just his WWF run.
What's the thing he was trying to put over? The
hybrid shoot.
Hybrid shoot. Okay.
Which I guess is him and Ian just kind of promoting their shoot books together.
Or is it like a publishing thing, or is it just like like a brand thing? Not
he
sure.
Even said himself, they obviously don't do good branding because I didn't know what it was.
I hadn't heard of it.
No.
We're not that in deep on. You'd think we would be deep on wrestling, but until we cover it, we're not following like what's going on. I mean, even if you were to ask me, like, name 5 wrestling authors, I could go Ian Douglas. Now I know Jonathan Snowden. Who's the guy that wrote the Al Snow book? See, I've already. What's his name? I should have put him in the instead of Al Snow. I should have put him in. He was the British kid.
Okay.
Ross Edwards. Is that right? Does that sound right?
Ross Williams.
Is that it? I could look at right now on my bookshelf.
Oh, Hornbaker.
Hornbaker. There you go. See, but I wasn't right away. See, I'm terrible at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Brian Solomon.
Nothing.
He wrote the new Gorilla Monsoon book.
Okay. All right. And he's written other books?
I think so.
See, Larry and Gus are the wrestling book. You know, I had only bought in my life.
But it's all from 15 years ago. You know, that's where my
true. But I'd only bought Mick Foley's and Chris Jericho's, and then that was it. I don't think I've ever bought another wrestling. I don't think.
I went nuts on that first run.
I mean,
book, Regal's book.
Wow.
I think I stopped at Superstar Graham and Jerry Lawler. I didn't read those books.
I want to
that was up until like 2005 though, because they were still publishing them in house at that time. I think
that's great.
Flair's book was 05.
Trying to think, is there any others? No, I don't think so. Well, I know. Look, I'll say this. So Larry's pick is next. We're gonna save. So Snowden said, "Have you done Shamrock?" Essentially,
that would be his one suggestion. I think he said.
Yeah,
because I just said, suggest something to me.
Yeah, come to.
Because I think he's more MMA centric. Because I think he's got a book that's just MMA.
I'm a big MMA guy. I like MMA. So we'll see. We'll see, Larry. We're gonna maybe suss it out later, but we're gonna make our next pick here at the end of the show.
I know it's somewhat salacious. I think Shamrock talks about like dealing ecstasy while he was a wrestler.
Who just was like, oh man, I'm not in the right mind state to remember this. I feel like maybe somebody in the reality world or somebody was just like, yeah, ask about all the ecstasy I was dealing. I want to say in the reality world, I mean like reality TV. Or maybe it was wrestler. God, who was just talking about dealing ecstasy to everybody? Oh, that's right, Danhausen.
Hey.
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
No rolling.
No. William Regal, left foot forward.
No, rolling is slang for ecstasy.
No, I know. I'm saying, but William Regal.
I didn't know if you knew.
Like, he's like left foot forward, and then roll. Okay, let's talk about this
Regal,
real quick.
To tie it in, Regal on Jericho's cast, I think he said was a huge rave guy and loved doing ecstasy.
Oh, dude. Well, he owns iguanas. That's an true. Absolute a guy having like an iguana on it, and he's like petting it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I love things that are unloved. I saw that Stephanie McMahon returned to WWE on air in a segment with Cody Rhodes, and I left it at that. I might have thrown out one comment on Reddit. Why'd she leave? That's about it. Got no responses. But then I read, I couldn't believe this. She slapped him in the segment? Because that's her gimmick, slapping people, making them look like shit. This is your baby face too, by the way. And then so I was like, what was the context? Because I thought she's like, everyone loves her now. Why would she slap the baby face? It makes no sense.
Cody's got to get mean to fight this Randy Orton.
Oh, this is without context. This is what I read. She said, you're not like your dad. Okay. He would have gotten down and dirty.
Right.
This is also a Cody Rhodes that, let's widen the scope, who has lit himself on fire, has broken his ankle off occasion. Let's go to WWE. He wrestled with like a torn pec, has bladed in every major feud he's ever had. And she's like, you got to get down and dirty. What does that mean? I guess cheat, wrestle like a heel, like Hogan.
I'm not going to complain about it because it
whatever. But here's what I got confused, because this is also, I'm reading this with no context. He said, he's like, I can get down and dirty, but what I've seen so far, he goes, you are not your father, to Stephanie McMahon. And then she slapped him, which I feel like that's a compliment, though, to say you're not like Vince.
I've seen that both ways. I don't fucking know.
I'm so confused. Why would you slap him to say you're not like your dad, who we can't even say his name? And then she's like, how dare you say his name? Slap. Which somebody recently posted because of this when Stephanie McMahon was on a SmackDown with Vince McMahon, and was saying about how he had trafficked her to executives when she was 17.
Yes.
And she's going, I'm just like you, and it makes me sick. Why didn't I put that in my Vince tirade? Why I didn't come across that?
I went with to the official account when they said, wow, Stephanie is in the building. Is she going to lead the fans in another thank you, Vince chant?
There you go. You have Busted Open, and granted, it's Tommy Dreamer.
I don't care.
They're throwing out the Vince McMahon thing. That's crazy because Busted Open is like pretty much like a WWE promotional arm. They just got Bully Ray, who works for them, TNA. Who else is it? Mark Henry is there. All the guys are basically Busted Open is a TNA employees that want to talk about WWE's and how great they are and how bad AEW is. So you'll like this. Let's move on. Okay, WWE dumb. I won't even go into my hogs rant I kind of had lined up about WWE viewers.
Okay.
I was driving around. I'm thinking at this point, I was thinking about, WWE business being down and all this, and like how like everyone always bitches about the booking now and all this. At this point, if you're watching WWE regularly, like you're actively watching and supporting the company, you're a hog. You're a pig. You're a hog. I don't know what else to say. Like, you just want the slop. You don't care anymore.
Paul was on TV, right?
Levesque?
Yeah.
For what? For WrestleMania?
Last night. So Oba and Brock were destroying everybody.
Okay. He was in the
Paul
segment.
got in the middle and they stopped fighting.
I thought you meant he was like on the Tonight Show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he was on the segment. He's breaking it up.
Yeah, people bitched about that too.
I don't know what what are these people like? These people, this seems like the most try-hard WrestleMania of all time. Like, they're trying to make it
at all.
The fans? You don't think they're? Oh well, yeah. I'm saying the fans are trying to make it matter, trying to make convince themselves like this is good. This is all good.
I don't see anyone saying that though. Honestly, I feel like it's all negative.
I just saw a post that was this card. They said you can attack the booking all you want, but this card is going to go. When it's all said and done, this is going to be.
I did see a similar take of on paper it'll at least be good, even if the build is shit. But I don't think that's true either, because I don't think it works that well.
No, it's going to be the same matches you've seen 100 times. It's fine. Moving. Okay, we've done our.
I mean, Jelly Roll was in 5 segments on SmackDown. And you know what loses it for Jelly Roll? Is the fact that he's skinny now. If he was fat, it would work for him. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now he just looks like a fucking skinny crackhead. And
more like lettuce roll.
Ozempic roll.
Ozempic roll. There you go.
Just I don't know.
You're not a fan of Jelly Roll's music?
No.
I like to watch videos of Jelly Roll kissing his wife before he goes on out to perform, and just thinking about that relationship and the dynamic. And him.
You're the one who said it's like an open thing because she made it that way, right? Are you not that person who told me that?
No.
Okay.
I don't know that lore.
Yeah.
That's fun. All right. But he got skinny now, so it's okay.
Sure. His teeth are so big now that he's skinny. He needs new dentures now.
Oh, does he have veneers or something?
He's got veneers, and now that he's lost weight, it's all you fucking see. He kind of looks like Perez Hilton now with face tattoos.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. You want a Bret Hart story? Did you hear about this?
Yeah, but I read if you read the context, it's not as bad as it sounds.
I have a theory about it. Here we go.
Okay.
He was on a podcast. Let me get the old readers on. Dominic D'Angelo's Studio One Sports. Okay. He's Intercontinental Champion at the time. And they're in Germany. You'll never believe this, Larry. They were in Germany.
Okay.
This is what he said. I remember I was Intercontinental Champion with Chief J Strongbow somewhere in Germany. Strongbow's always there, just like the book. Strongbow goes, "You're on first match." I go, "Don't put me on first." He goes, "You're on first." He goes, "What are you, special now or something?" I said, "I'm Intercontinental Champion. Don't put me on first." "You're on first." Like I was in a meaningless match. All right. Thought I had a big head or something. Bret Hart having an ego? No way.
They're in Germany. He has a similar story in his book about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Which, this is why, okay, I'm going to just say it. This story is absolutely fake. It's not real. And if it was real, he would have absolutely written about it. Okay? I think I don't know what's going on. I mean, I have a theory I'll say at the end, but okay. So, anyway, he didn't understand how over I was in Germany. Fucking guy loves it. Yeah. I walked out of the ring. I got introduced. I was walking out. I got attacked by women, middle-aged women, mostly heavy. I got tackled. I got tackled by, I'm not kidding, 50 or 60 women before I even
Kevin
got to
Nash
the ring.
fan club attacked him.
They pinned me to the ground. They knocked me over the barricade. They knocked over the barricades. They're fondling me. My arms were pinned down. My legs were pinned down. All these women were grabbing my crotch.
He's like McNulty when he does that sting when he has sex with the hookers.
Yep, he got it. I remember just lying there. I'm just absolutely helpless. Do anything about it. Can't move my hands or my arms. I can't get up. So then he manages to. They had to pick them all off, one after another, pull them all off. Then I had to go to the ring and do the match. When I handed the glasses out, I had to do a whole other thing with the kids, and then I had the match. What does that mean? A whole other thing with the kids?
I don't know.
When I won the match, I started walking by the dressing room. They tore the barricades down again and tackled me and pinned me down to the ground. And then, of course, when he goes back, he sees Chief J Strongbow, and he goes, "I'll never put you on first ever again."
So I think that is the story from the book. I thought you were going to go with another Bret Hart story that's been making the rounds.
Is that the story from the book? I'm going to say this was a dream that Bret had.
No, I think that, he doesn't say the barricades fell over twice. He just says that they were surprised how popular he was and they realized he shouldn't have been first match. But I thought you were going to talk about the not wanting to take the razor's edge.
No. This was about 50 to 60 women pinning his arms like he's spread eagle, legs, arms down. He's going, "Oh, no, 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 no." This is all happening. WWE's filming it, of course, because they film everything.
Mostly heavy.
They're mostly heavy women, or all German women. He's saying, no. They're going, 9. They're grabbing his crotch, fondling it, patting. I don't know what they're doing with it. They're patting it. They're filling him up. And then they eventually got, released, and Bret Hart went on his way after being assaulted sexually. He did. Remember, Bad News Brown was in the book quite a bit. Bret didn't get along with him because he was kind of a dick to him. They said, "Hey, did you know he got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame?" And he was like, "No, I didn't know that. That's news to me." He did the Donald Trump. This is the first time hearing of it.
Yep.
Always happy for him. Always had respect for him. Pretty intense guy. Well educated, disciplined, honorable guy. Always spoke the truth. Did he? Because he said you were shit. He was and then he just kind of was like, "Yeah, I didn't like being in the ring with him. Didn't like it." And did his whole thing of like, our matches stunk. So
yeah.
Mick Foley and OVW, maybe we'll watch that.
Sure.
Let's get in the book. You want to do that? Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. Chapter 17, Nobody, BODY, cares. LA is hosting San Francisco, and guess what? The Extreme win 24-0. And they get the dreaded 1.5 rating, which had previously been held by, what was it called? The President Show, Mr. President, the George C. Scott Show.
He was doing Nixon, right?
I watched a little bit of it. A little bit. I just was like, oh, it's George C. Scott. He's kind of irascible. He's kind of...
Yeah.
So...
Is that who he's doing, though? Nixon? Do I have that right?
Well, the pitch of the show, allegedly...
Oh, it's like any president.
It could be anybody. It's more about just any guy becoming president and the family and things, and how would somebody react. Johnny Carson's pitch is like, let's find the drama in a sitcom. Let's find the drama.
Yeah.
And a guy that like the whole of America could connect to. I say this, Johnny, why don't you just be in the show? That would have immediately been a hit. Johnny Carson in the Oval Office looking at the reports. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? There's going to be a rule change for the playoffs, correct? Is it the playoffs? Yes, the playoffs. After a touchdown, a team has an option for the conversions. 1 point, 1 yard line. 2 points, 5 yard line. 3 points, 10-yard line. Do you like that? Into that?
I think I might be.
Yeah. Fine, sure. Why not? As Brett puts it, the 3-point rule, they're trying to do the more yards. What if football adopted that, where if you get a touchdown from the 30-yard line, you get like 10 points instead of 7? They just upset the whole thing all of a sudden. People are absolutely going for it.
That would open it up, yeah, for sure.
Just saying. Brett talks about the attendance of these games as they head into the playoffs. 15,000 fans showed up in Orlando. That's a 10,000 drop of the season average. At the LA Coliseum, 13,000 went to see there. Brett says Orlando versus San Francisco was a great game. 1.8. Now we're talking about the $1 million. So it's going to be Los Angeles versus San Francisco for the $1 million game. That's what they're calling it. It's going to be $1 million split amongst 40-some people. So essentially the math is everyone receives $25,000.
Yeah.
And Brett asks, why $1 million? Why? Why not 2 million or 5 million? Well, he figures Survivor, that's $1 million. Who wants to be a millionaire? That's $1 million. It just seemed to be in the air.
In the milieu.
Yes. Tommy Maddox.
It was in the zeitgeist.
$1 million. $1 million's a lot of money. Tommy Maddox is the MVP. He goes through Maddox's career. I did underline that Maddox had run an insurance business for a few years. And then he was just like, you know what? Got to get back into football. LA Times. Brett does a little bit of his business here where he says, straight from the horse mouth. Horses. Horse. Vince McMahon, there's nothing official, but as for NBC showing games on Saturday nights, that's not going to happen. So there you go. The first kind of break there.
Yeah.
Vince admits NBC is not going to continue the relationship. They are in LA. Brett goes, you know what, this might, they could acknowledge that in 1967, the NFL played its first Super Bowl at this very same Coliseum, and now the $1 million game, this new league is playing their big game here. Brett brings up, he gets a little Dave on us. The NFL sold about 62,000 tickets for the first Super Bowl. But now here we are, April 21st, 2001. Not the case. That's about 24,000. Also, the $1 million game is airing the same day as the NFL draft.
That's bad.
Which is crazy because even then, because Brett's kind of like, who watches that? And it's like, yeah, I kind of remember even then. People would turn it on.
Yeah.
Even 2001, people were, you got Mel Kiper Jr., you got to see what dumb shit he says.
Who went first overall, 2001?
Fuck, I don't know. Good question.
Michael Vick.
Oh, did he? Okay. Who was commissioner then? I'm just trying to do the picture where they shake it. There you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. We've been reading about it. I should know that. $1 million games kickoff had come and gone. Oh, this should have been a big red flag to Vince McMahon. The $1 million game gets postponed by an NBA playoff game, which is like, that would never happen. They should never. If you're like, this is our Super Bowl, essentially. I feel like older Vince would never have allowed that to happen. Of like, our Super Bowl thing is going to get like pushed.
They have no leverage now, though, at all.
Yeah, no. They have none. Zero. Zip. The league had the Coliseum operators switch on the Olympic torch, which I thought was very funny. That's very Vince. Like, yeah, we're gonna come in on this LA Coliseum and the torch and the history, and look at that. Why did I order? Oh, here we go. So Josh Wilcox during this game, he's a tight end. He gets a touchdown. Although it's from the 1 yard line, and Brett says rumbled in. Did he rumble in from the 1 yard line? I don't know. Wilcox's father, Dave Wilcox, was an NFL Hall of Famer, but Josh Wilcox had been a pro wrestler, twice appearing in the ECW ring as All-American Josh Wilcox. Do you remember him in ECW? Probably in the really nascent days.
Well, but if he's still playing football, he can't be that old.
That's right. I'm thinking he's before they were like ECW.
Sure.
Look him on the
yeah, I'm going to cage match.
McMahon is cheering from the sidelines. Somebody, what is he? Oh, was it Josh Wilcox? Yes, Wilcox does an atomic elbow. Brett calls it an atomic elbow. He drops an elbow on the football. And Vince McMahon is like, ha ha, yeah. He likes it.
Hey, buddy. Wow.
A lot of
that
matches.
had to have only been live. Okay, so 97. It's as of the writing of this book, he had done 3 matches. Only 1 for ECW.
Interesting.
So he does 2 matches in 97 for Portland Wrestling. He's a Portland guy. But then in 2000 on ECW on TNN number 23. But see, that could just be the taping.
Yeah.
No, that's on TV. I got to track this down now. Rhino and Steve Corino defeat Josh Wilcox and Tommy Dreamer.
Oh my God.
So that's only a year before the league.
You think he's doing like, well, he's such a jobber. I was going to say, do you think he has like a 3-point, like the classic football guy? He tackles a guy.
Sure, maybe.
But I was going to say, if you're such a jobber, you probably are just like,
because listen to
you
this.
don't even get that in.
In May of 2001, which is what, a month after this?
Yeah.
He wrestles at a Portland show called... Oh, come on. Where's it at? It looks like a Roddy Piper-led show. Oh, it was promoted by Roddy Piper.
Oh, shit.
And
Roddy Piper, the promoter.
He's in a 4-way match with Kurt Hennig and 2 other guys, and he wins.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, look at this. His final 2 matches. He beat Adam Pearce at a UPW show.
Adam Pearce is like, hell yeah.
And then Jerry Lynn beat him at an NWA OVW event. Excellent. I gotta find that ECW match.
So all the coaches and general managers are there at the $1 Million Game. A fan has Brett calls it a placard. A fan has a sign, NBC, nobody cares, with the BODY. A player with they get a microphone in front of a player, and a player just goes, "Fuck!" and the crowd roars. They like that. The halftime show began with cheerleaders from every XFL team, so now they're bringing everybody. Brett, it was like a high-end strip club. Somewhere you could hear it. Next on the main stage, Benita from Brazil. All right, Brett.
Jay Howarth's feeble-witted carping.
Yes.
A blow-up doll bounced around in the crowd. Right.
The PA announcer keeps going, remember, fans, they're playing for $1 million. It's a blowout, but Extreme went up 31-0. Matt Buttkiss, son of Dick Buttkiss, goes, I got to talk to a couple of the LA linemen I know. Tell them I got the over.
Great.
The XFL could not have found a more fitting end to its season. 38-6, a blowout devoid of all tension. Randy Newman's I Love LA is playing.
Oh God, Vince and his old pop culture references.
Brett says it felt like being the only sober one at an acid get together. Now, I've never done acid.
Yep.
But
What's up?
I feel like Brett hasn't either because he called it an acid get-together.
I don't think of doing it in... I know people... I'm going to do it at a concert.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's either a concert or it's just you maybe with a partner. Not a get-together. Because it takes an hour to kick in. So what are you doing at this party? Just staring at each other for an hour?
Of, the CIA, where they got together.
Yeah, the acid tests.
Yeah. This is Brett
playing for hours.
Planning various invasions. Brett he's rubbing his hands. This is probably, I think, I can't remember, but this is probably his last, like, I'm gonna absolutely fucking go off on this fucking league. A man in white gloves appeared carrying an odd-weighted, X-shaped slab of gold-plated plastic. It looked like a brass bed melted down. I'm like, okay, he's taking a shit on the XFL Super Bowl trophy, the $1 million game trophy. And then he keeps going. The trophy couldn't have looked any cheaper. It looked like a Seiko watch, ungainly and plated, and millennial Baroque like the Trump Tower.
Ouch.
Yet with hollow walls like the Venetian or Caesars. Like, they're hollow because there's rooms in there, but I get your point. So that's very funny. Also, it reminded me of, like, when he says Trump Tower, like how, like, that's all bullshit. And da-da-da.
Sure.
I've been, like, on a Zemeckis thing lately, and he made Back to the Future 2, if you recall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where Biff is Trump. This is, like, what, 92 or something like that? And everyone's like, look at this fucking greasy asshole, Biff. Who's like, he's got Donald Trump hair. It's clearly Donald Trump.
Sure.
And then everybody went and saw that movie and were like, well, what if he was president? That's insane.
Oh, no.
So, Buckus goes to grab the trophy from the guy, and it promptly crashes to the ground. So now that it's getting brought through to the team, Tommy Maddox, the MVP, is trying to, like, reach for it. He smacks the trophy, which pinged. This is Brett here. He smacked the trophy, which pinged like an empty tin of olive oil. Kablong. First of all, Brett, how often is olive oil now? What's his last name? Forrest? Is
yeah, that's pretty. I don't know. Forrest, is that not just kind of waspy? Kind of.
I don't. Yeah, is he getting tins of olive oil from the old country?
Janko.
Like Mama used to make a tin of olive oil, and also Kablong. Was he the El Kabong? Kablong? If you knock on an empty tin of olive oil, it would not make Kablong. I hate to call you out, Brett. So, a lot of the players can't reach the trophy, and they're trying to, like, make it through. Well, Brett writes bystanders, I guess. So is it the crowd? Brett says they're like barbarians, insulting bystanders, tossing racial slurs, comments, fat people, short people, those they deemed too ugly. Here's quotes from Brett, from the players of LA. "Get out of my way, Chinaman," said one player. "Move it, shorty," said another. And I was like, well, that's about... Oh, shoot. We lost Larry. What happened? I lose you, Larry. What were we talking about?
It's Kablong. We stopped on the olive oil can.
Did we get to...
So just the end of the game. We didn't get to...
Did we get to what the players? Did you hear me say what the players were calling the fans? The bystanders.
No.
Okay. So we might have to go, let's mark it 44 minutes in, because it might be like a repeat or something like that. LA players were pushing their way towards the trophy like barbarians, insulting bystanders, tossing racial slurs, comments about fat people, short people, those they deemed too ugly.
Oh,
Get out of my way, Chinaman, said one player. Okay.
It's not China, man. It's Chinaman. Right.
Sorry, Larry. I'm not my Larry Trap. Oh, I'm not.
I think I'm not heard
totally,
that as a slur before Big Lebowski.
Move it, Shorty, said another. And I like that Brett, out of all those, picked those two of equal value. Move it, Shorty, and the other one.
I'm sure this will come off as ignorance. But in the list of slurs, Chinaman's pretty soft.
You were looking for some of the more... These are
No.
players.
Not from them. I just mean in general. You know, on your list of slurs we have for people. When I say we, I guess I mean white men, but anybody for any group. It's just saying what it is. I guess it's offensive because you refer to any Asian as a Chinaman.
Oh, yeah. There's an Asian person in an XFL game? It had to be like...
well, it was in LA.
What is this, 45 minutes? I was going to say, cut this. Photographer?
Oh, okay. They're in LA. The West Coast has a huge Asian population.
Sure. Okay, so 44 minutes on. We'll just do a little tweaking.
Stop.
Nick, LA Extreme linebacker, goes up to Vince McMahon, who's out there. He's, there's fans out there, there's cheerleaders, there's players. And he does the, I want to thank you for the opportunity. It's a dream come true. I decided not to resign with Green Bay for this.
Oh, boy.
And Brett asked the question, was the NFL practice squad really that miserable?
Yeah,
Same question.
I'll get
How much you getting paid for a practice squad? Or, is he like a practice? Like, is he on the team? Is
practice
he on the
squad,
roster?
you do not get paid much.
But he's thinking, I win this, I make a deal. I might be
trying to see this thing from the ground up.
Yes, big picture.
Minimum of $13,000 per week.
That's now or then?
It caps off at $20,000 a week. That's now.
Oof. Okay.
It might have been $5,000 a week. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So he might have picked the money.
The cheerleaders have huddled around Vince McMahon. They gazed into a face that couldn't possibly return all their stares. I just like that that's written about Vince McMahon on this world. They gazed into a face that couldn't possibly return all their stares.
Oh, boy.
They beamed in a certain available way, which is Brett, again, being like, all these cheerleaders are hookers. Now, Brett is going to get right early at the end here. The $1 million game has happened. He is going to talk about what the PA is doing. So he's going to write a scene here, okay?
Yeah.
The PA announcer is going, the Los Angeles Extreme appreciate your support during their inaugural 2001 season. Make sure You keep in touch with us at xfl.com and look for us to return in 2002 right here at the Coliseum. So that's on repeat. You pan out, and there is a corner gas station on MLK Boulevard where there's a car fire raging. Okay. Keep panning out. There's a billboard for The Mummy Returns, The Rock's Hollywood. You know. And then he goes into, somebody had recently asked The Rock in a TV segment. So was this on, this is a TV segment, so this was on the wrestling. Somebody asked The Rock.
Okay.
What he would like most in life. I don't remember this. And if you're quoting something happening on a wrestling show, I mean, but Brett's putting value to this. Rock was asked, what would he like most in life? A time capsule, which is a very Dwayne Johnson answer. That's where I'm like, The Rock said this?
It doesn't make any sense. A time capsule or a time machine?
Yeah. That's what, yeah. And then Brett says The Rock would go on to say that he's a timeologist. Okay. This is all for Brett to write. As the Coliseum, what? Go ahead.
Is he calling The Rock done with that sentence?
I think he is.
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to be like, if only you could go back in time. And then he writes, the Coliseum shrank in the background, along with the leaping flames from the gas station. It became abundantly clear that some people were well served by scripts, but fire fascinated only in spontaneity.
Boy, Brett. Yeah. He felt good when he typed that line.
Anyway, and it went chink, and he hit the typewriter and went chunk, and he went
done for the day. Made himself a stiff drink.
Yeah, he stood out. Chapter 18, The Vampire Slayer.
All right, before you do that, let me interject, because I found something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, come on.
No schedules except for
Joshua Wilcox.
Yep, whole segment.
Let's go. Come on. Why? What do you mean why? You're wrestling Carino and Rhino tonight. Let's get up.
Wrestling. I don't want to wrestle that.
So he's supposed to team with Tommy against Carino and Rhino.
So what? Look, you know, I do everything.
But he's too depressed.
I see Tommy time and time again. But does he let me know?
I watched ECW TNN at the time.
Just incredible.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I don't regret doing it.
Wanted it to be good.
Yeah. Yep.
Scotty, I thanked you.
Yo, Tommy did. What about me? What about Ray?
Okay, come on, bud.
For nothing. A loser.
He wasn't right. He wasn't right.
I did like, as a young man, What About Me? What About Raven? I thought that was good.
Please leave more.
Sure.
Please.
Let's go.
Tommy Dreamer comes in and goes, "You guys, you'll never believe what happens to my head of hair. It's insane. It looks normal now. Guess what? It's going to look fucking crazy. What if I have the tiniest ponytail sticking out of it and my hairline starts at my ears?"
I remember him getting plugs in like 05. And he wrote about it on the website, maybe, that like a little girl with cancer wrote to him because he had to shave his head when he got his hair plugs. Yeah. It was crazy that he...
Wait, he's done the work of getting hair plugs and that's what he's doing with his hair now?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's... No,
good God. And this guy's being allowed to make booking decisions for wrestling. He can't even make proper hair decisions.
Where's he book?
He books TNA. He's head of creative for TNA.
Jesus Christ, that's right.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I was right. 3-point stands starts it off.
Oh, flag.
Flag on the field. Was that Sandman? Who threw the flag?
Jack Victory.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They didn't really show us the angle of why he's teaming with him. But... So I guess he was playing for because he was playing for the Saints at the time, and they're in Louisiana.
There you go.
That's why.
My dad's a Hall of Famer. God, I was so in on ECW for a time when I was a kid.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I mean, I was all in on Rhino at one point. You know what I mean? Like...
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, like the whole roster, I was like, these guys can go, which is so funny.
Paul did it. I will absolutely admit. Yeah, I was.
I was drinking the Paul Heyman. I was a Paul Heyman. I was drinking.
And I only got it in '98. That's when I found out about it. So I had to do some going back.
Oh yeah,
it was already getting bad when I started watching.
Trying to find, you see the good stuff, and then you're thinking, oh, they're gonna actually get a TV show. Like it won't be like on some random channel at X amount, you know.
All right, I just see if Josh does any more spots here.
Probably not really.
I think he does an angle. If I saw it correctly. Let's see. Okay, now he's coming in. Oh, so he's looking for the hot tag. Look at this fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. Why would you do that? What would be the Tommy Dreamer wants to critique AEW. He just did like thing where he was like crawling along.
See?
He turned. He's flipping off the crown. A lot of people were really into Joey Styles.
Yeah, that too.
I would stand by that I was a Joey Styles, like, he's fine.
Yeah, I don't think I ever actively enjoyed him. He can be a bit much. Wow.
Hey, how about this? Francine or Sable? Who you signing?
Oi. Wow, what a good question.
Yeah. I'm going Francine. I always preferred Francine.
She's so small, though, man. I think I got it.
As a wrestler, I guess not as a wrestler.
No. Yeah, I'm not talking. I'm talking looks.
Yeah. Oh, just look.
Yeah, I mean, is that not what you were saying? Or are you saying in the business?
I'm just saying, I'm being like, I got you. I got Larry the Trap.
This was a smasher pass.
Yeah. It's a smasher pass, Larry.
I might pick. Oh God. I guess I'd go Francine.
We're missing Josh Wilcox's fiery promo. Can kiss my ass. Hey, he scored a touchdown in the $1 million game.
He could have been a wrestler.
Yeah.
Some size. Fucking cutting a promo. He got good. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Now Steve Corino looks like Tommy Dreamer. It's unfortunate that happened to him.
You mean now he does?
Yeah, currently, yeah. I like this.
Isn't he back around doing stuff again?
I think he works at NXT.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I thought
Colin, correct me if oh my God, Dusty Rhodes is here.
Yeah.
The fuck is happening?
You don't remember this feud?
Oh, the Steve Carino feud. Is this how it kicked off?
I don't know. Oh, is this when he was wearing the brown shirt?
Oh my god. What is it? Josh Wilcox took a bump from Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, why was he grabbing his waist?
I don't know. He's going to German suplex Dusty Rhodes. I would pay $100 to see somebody German suplex Dusty Rhodes. Just dump him on his head.
Look at this. Wilcox gets to take a fucking Dusty Rhodes elbow.
Yeah. What's he doing there? He's doing a Steve Amell, and that's why he's on the arrow. He's doing like, I'm shooting arrows. Steve ML.
I don't know. Okay.
Dusty Rhodes does a thing that I don't like where he looks around like he's like, where am I? Who am I? That thing where wrestlers look around like
Hogan. Yeah, Hogan would
do that thing where they're like, oh, what's happened? Who are all you? What's going on? I hate that.
Well, I hate it when normal people do it. Like, have you ever been in that situation? Like, maybe you're at a store and someone's complaining and they like look for help, like support. Like, am I right, folks? And like, you know, you like don't want to be included.
Thankfully, I've never been a part of that situation where anybody's ever been like, am I right? Now, have I been the person doing that? No, I don't think so. God, yeah. The Hulk Hogan, yes. It is, Dusty Rhodes. Who has had a better legacy, Cody Rhodes or Dusty Rhodes? I know what Cody Rhodes' answer is, his dad. But because of AEW, I'm going to give Cody credit. Because of AEW and because of what he did when he came back to WWE, I feel like Cody Rhodes is going to have more influence on the industry.
Ready for a hot take?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cody could have been replaced by Matt Cardona starting AEW, and there's no change.
Oh, come on. That is a hot take. You think MJF's working Zack Ryder for with the thing, and Zack Ryder's going to do the Zack Ryder would not have done the I cannot compete for the world title.
There you go. Might have been even better.
How is it? Oh man!
I'm a guy who fucking hates Zack Ryder. I think he's a fucking
that whole Zack Ryder thing. That he what was it like a month before he re-signed, where Kevin Owens was like, "You can't be an indie guy if you're talking about your dream is to be back in WWE." He did that interview, and then he gets signed. He's like, "That's my dream." I don't know, this guy, AEW, he had like one match. And people were like, oh, he might sign with AEW. And Tony Khan was like, no, it's not happening. What was his indie run essentially for years and years? Being roided out more than anybody else.
Big indies. He was just doing meme shit on, you know what I mean? Garbage
shit.
Yeah.
He just essentially, I mean...
He wasn't putting on bangers with Zack Sabre.
No, it wasn't anything like that. He was
tagging with that tall gal, and they would just win and do hardcore matches. And I don't know, then he wrestled Maki a few times.
I mean, he called himself the indie god. It was essentially him getting his comeuppance from indie wrestler. Like, he figured out the formula. That's fair. The NFL draft. Okay. Do you want to know what the $1 Million Game did? A 2.1. Okay. 2.1.
Yeah.
The NFL drafted a 2.65.
Plus, that would be. What time was the game? Was the game during the day?
It was pushed, remember? It was pushed after the NBA, so it was running a little later in the evening.
Or it would have at least been, so it was probably 7, right? Because the draft back in those days started in the morning.
Yeah.
And it went for like 10 hours. So I don't know. Is that a cumulative rating? 2.65?
Brett won't tell you. Brett just wants you to know that they're drafted better.
Because that's round 3 and 4 by the point that they're going up against the XFL.
Sure. So what airs on NBC after the XFL? GoldenEye, James Bond movie, which Brett calls a charmless James Bond rehash. First of all, not a rehash. He's in the lineage, and also GoldenEye is a good movie, Brett. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the most fun one.
GoldenEye is great.
Yeah.
Made a great game. It's a great movie.
Tomorrow Never Dies is a better movie.
I mean, yeah. I was going to say, Tomorrow Never Dies, also a good Bond.
Yeah.
It doesn't. After that, yeah, the wheels come off. But GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies.
Definitely not charmless.
Pierce Brosnan isn't all charm. What's Brett's charm meter here?
He's a Timothy Dalton guy.
Yeah,
those are his bonds.
I love charm in my Bond. Timothy Dalton is my guy. It would probably be Roger Moore, I guess, because his guy is all quips.
Yeah, he loves
GoldenEye. This is Brett Forrest. He does seem like a guy that would be like Spy Who Loved Me, the song, Jaws. He loves it all. When guys are like, my favorite Bond is Roger Moore, I'm always like, you're suspect. I don't like it. It's either got to be Connery, Pierce Brosnan. I'm like, okay. When people are like, my favorite Bond is Daniel Craig, I'm always like, you haven't watched a lot of Bond, have you?
Well,
you're just a new guy.
I think his portrayal in Casino Royale is the best. But I don't like the following movies that much. So it's hard for me to rank him high. But if he had done that for 4 movies, I might be with him.
They definitely, I think they went in too hard on tortured soul James Bond with him.
Yeah, right.
It's too much. I understand that they're like, how do we make this guy sleeping around seem like, well, he's tortured. That's why he's sleeping around. Casino Royale is good. It is good. It's good. I don't know. I'm a Sean Connery. Look, I was introduced with Sean Connery, so I love those movies. From Russia with Love is an all-timer. Goldfinger is good, but From Russia with Love is great. And then Diminishing Returns, sure. So, this is very funny though. GoldenEye in 2001.
I actually love Diamonds Are Forever.
You do like that movie?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Wow.
I mean, it's Howard Hughes, right?
Yeah.
Willard White, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I know Kit and Wint are cheesy, but the 2 gay guys.
Yes.
But I think they're at least interesting henchmen. They have a gimmick.
They have a gimmick, which that was a requirement. That they felt that was a requirement.
Yeah. It's a little slapsticky in parts, but I don't know.
Now I'll ask you this: are you and I Bond nerds?
I am, sure.
Okay, so you've seen all the movies.
Yeah.
This is we're revealing things about each other right now that we didn't know about each other. Did you own the Bond encyclopedia, as my brother and I did?
No.
But
I just remember when the DVD sets came out. Remember how they were random?
Yeah.
It was like 5, 5, 5. And I remember just when I was like first buying them, it was always so hard. I'm like, well, I like 2 of these. But I like 2 of these. I don't know which one to get next. I don't want to buy the one with For Your Eyes Only on it.
No. For your eyes only. That song. My brother and I did own the James Bond encyclopedia, and that was the thing of like, do you know the license plate? Like, it was that kind of thing of like,
Yeah.
no, I don't know the license plate to that thing. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Bond movies. You know, Amazon now. This has been, as you know, a big topic. As you know now, probably as a Bond fan. My brother and I, the Amazon purchase of Bond, they bought MGM, which owned the rights to Bond. And now Jeff Bezos, who looks like Jeff Bezos and has his proclivities, owns Bond. And my brother and I are like, oh my god, they're going to do like a, you know, baby Bond in MI6 series. It's going to be bad. That's our like fear. It's going to be so bad. So if you see Jeff Bezos and how he dresses, it's like, oh, that's what he thinks is cool. Oh no, he runs a studio that makes Bond now. I'd be happy if it wasn't bad. I don't know who you cast. That's a big now I get to reveal this. I love to go into the James Bond forums when a black guy is floated as Bond, and the amount of like vitriol, like no, it cannot be. And it's like it's already established, kind of in like the Bond lore, that Bond it's like
it's a code name. Yes.
Yeah, it's a code name, or it's like some 007 at the very least is attached to people, and then they're just like, he grew up in Scotland, he'd be what? Like, it's just like, no, it's so weird that if any black actor is floated, it's Venom. It has to be a hair, which is funny because it used to be, it's got to be a guy with like brown hair, and then Daniel Craig took over, and they're like, it's fine, he's good. Did you see his last movie where Bond dies?
I did.
I
didn't see it right away. I didn't like it. Way too long. That whole story, I don't care. Didn't care. And I love Léa Seydoux. But
brother, do I as well.
That's why you got to see Midnight in Paris, brother.
Oh yeah, she's in there.
Yeah, she's kind of the. Yeah.
Boy, talk about doing one movie that you hated doing and then getting so many offers from that movie. It's almost like all the people that watched it are creeps.
The other girl didn't, though. No.
Well, that's true. That's a good counter argument. The other gal did not get the.
She was the more attractive of the two in the movie.
I see your point.
I mean, just because the other gal was kind of made up to look, you know what I mean? Kind of an alt chick.
What we're talking about is the film called Blue is the Warmest Color.
Here's a funny story, and why I even know about that movie. You'll laugh.
Yeah.
It's from Charlie Rose.
No way. Charlie Rose?
He had that girl on and like was just asking her, interviewing her for an hour. I'm like, not a good look.
What did she say? I hated it. Because now they both have come out and said, I didn't like that. Yeah. It felt exploitive.
It probably is. And I'm not.
I mean, could you imagine like a Stanley Kubrick that's like, and another take? You're not licking enough. It's like, okay, what are we doing?
Anyways,
let's see. Okay, so GoldenEye got a 4.6. Brett throws in a little Jay Leno joke about GoldenEye getting a 4.6 after all the 1.5s, Maybe people wanted to feel what it was like to punch in NBC's Saturday Night on the remote, having avoided it for months.
Yeah. All right.
Vince McMahon and Basil DeVito invited all the XFL coaches and general managers to Stanford for meetings. Okay, here we go. We're doing season 2, baby. XFL. We're talking about draft. We're talking about expansion. We're talking about proposed rule changes. Football stuff, Brett writes. But now here we go. So everyone's like, okay, UPN is still airing games. What's going to happen here? And TNN. UPN puts in a bid for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They're going to buy that from the WB. Now cut to May 7th. Everyone is brought to the Titan Towers here. Coaches, general managers, front office people. And Basil DeVito's there. Dick Butkus is there. Right? We're all going to see a game at Yankee Stadium. Okay? We're all talking about rule changes. We're all just XFL. Okay. This is May 10th now. Okay? They're going to all go into vans, right? The vans are going to take them to the game. It's all going to be good. Okay? XFL. Field trip. You're in New York. Let's go see a Yankees game against the Twins. Before they even get into the vans for the game, Vince McMahon comes in. And he's just come from a conversation with UPN. Guys, I got to tell you something. There's not going to be a second season of the XFL. The XFL is finished. So, okay. Viacom agreed to $2.5 million per Buffy episode. And what happened was UPN said, look, we paid all this money for Buffy. If you cut SmackDown by 30 minutes, you're good to go on the XFL. But he said no. He refused to cut SmackDown by 30 minutes. So here is Matt Butkus.
Why
well,
not? I don't know.
Why? Because of the ad revenue, but Brett surmises.
No. I'm just saying, why not do that if you're Vince? Yeah.
Hold on. I'm hearing knocking. So,
wouldn't you take that deal if you were Vince to keep the XFL on the air and take a half hour off?
Yeah, 30 minutes? Who gives a shit? But I'm sure wrestling is making money. He's looking at the ratings of XFL and he's like, no. I would.
If remember, he's got WCW to worry about now because he owns it.
I know when that comes in, I had totally forgotten about that. When that pops up, I was like, "Oh shit, that's fucking right."
Yeah, you couldn't get TV for that either.
Well, this is the saddest thing you're ever going to hear. So all these guys are here, and then Vince comes down. Like they're all like ready to go to the Yankees game. We're talking about the league rules in the second season. All these people ready to pile in, and Vince comes in. I got to tell you something. It's not going to be a second. The XFL it's finished. Viacom agreed to pay nearly $2.5 million per Buffy episode. Less than 30 minutes. Okay. McMahon refuses. This is what Matt Butkus, Nick Butkus's son says. We just thought it was okay. Let's go. Type of thing. You can't be mad. It's a business decision. They started stepping on the toes of Vince's main moneymaker, the WWF. What can you do? This is what I loved. We said, shine that. Shine that. You ever say shine that to something? Shine that. This is in 2000. Shine that. We went out and put one last dinner on the company.
Good job.
I like that attitude.
Yeah.
I like that. Shine that. Oh, I would love to say shine that and then go eat a steak dinner with my dad.
Yeah, fuck the baseball game.
shine that.
I always felt that way about my last boss. Like to have fucking steak dinners with everybody and their significant other, and I always felt like, can I just have the money that you would have spent on me, and I'll stay home?
I took a guy that worked for me to a dinner with his girlfriend at the time, and I was told later by another guy, he was like, yeah, he thought you wanted to have a threesome with them. I was like, fucking what? How did that get come across?
Right.
I know. I was like, how did what? I was so baffled by that takeaway, because I was like, because I paid for dinner. So, Ebersol and McMahon have a kind of like they have a conference call with the media. What does McMahon say? You don't have the ability, and it is to be applauded in this wonderful country we live in, to take a calculated risk. Some of them pay off, some of them don't. This one didn't, but nonetheless, I don't regret for one moment attempting this, especially considering NBC and Dick stuck with us all the way through this. Cut to Jesse Ventura. He was eventually asked about that. What do you think? The XFL, it's not going to be around anymore. It's done after one season. Jesse Ventura, I don't care. I don't work for them anymore. And that's how the whole book ends. It doesn't end with like a Brett, like, this is what I think about all this. Like, no, like, flowery words from Brett. It just ends with Jesse Ventura saying, I don't work for them anymore. Which is crazy. I thought Brett was going to be like, this is how I see it all. This is what it is.
Yeah. He put so much effort into some of these passages. You think he would have had a flourish at the end.
Here's my little flourish. This is what I think. So I asked last week, like, oh, would XFL exist like now with the media that's so like supplicant to it, like so like ready to be like, yeah, sure, and gambling and all that. I think why the XFL failed was like what you said, I think last week too, and maybe other weeks too. Like the cities were involved, but they weren't really involved because the league owned everything. Yeah. So you're getting names like Extreme with an X, the Rage. There was this sheen of fake, of just like even if it wasn't fake, but you had the pro wrestling, and then you have like just the whole branding of it was just like, ugh. Like, who's gonna get behind this team? It just seemed like, chintzy. It seemed chintzy. And then when you go, oh, all the guys are making X amount, it's like, yeah, this is chintzy. If you present yourself, it's that thing of like, don't present yourself as like Little League or whatever, like promoting. I know he's like saying, oh, they promoted that their guys are playing for like real money. You're promoting a league saying all these guys are making $50,000. It's like, ugh. What? Is that fair?
I've thought about it a lot, because when we started doing this, I tried to watch a game and I couldn't watch a quarter. And I'm like, what would make me watch? I don't know. I watched a little bit of the what do we have now? What's the second football league? Because it's the XFL and the other one merged, right?
The AFL?
the AFL? Is that what it is?
I think so. I don't know.
That's
the thing. I haven't heard anything about Rock's XFL or UFL or
I don't know. I watched the game once, but yeah, I don't know what would. I guess. Listen, it's about the stories. And if you don't know the guys on the team, maybe that's why I don't have a draw to it. I'm not looking for anyone.
And Brett did make that point on a couple things of like, why didn't they say this? Why didn't they say that? But that could be, you could just chalk that up to Vince needed to hire like an ex NFL guy, to be like, or like an ex Monday Night Football, anybody from NBC. Because Vince is going to be like, oh, He Hate Me is coming up from this background. Like, he's not involved on that level. You needed somebody on the boots on the ground to be like,
I don't even mean backstory wise. I mean, just knowing who the fuck the player is enough.
Yeah, and also Ventura's not doing that.
Yeah.
Which then also, then you could go to like Buckis's complaint of, well, we needed
In
more
fact,
time.
If the announcers during the game talked more about their college days, I might be more interested.
There you go.
Or
just anything, even with their general. I know they did that at XFL. Was like, this guy used to be a bank manager. D'Lo Brown used to be an accountant degree, et cetera, et cetera. But you just never. Like, why are they on the field right now? Like, any kind of due diligence. But, you had Jerry Lawler being like, look at the cheerleaders. That's what I'm saying. The sheen of was just like, oh, this is all bullshit.
Yeah.
They could never combat that. Let's do the epilogue. XFL gone. Rusty Tillman. I like this. Rusty Tillman was glad to step away from the spotlight, but after several months at home with his family, he realized he needed to get back to work. I love to have in print how much I can't stand my family. Quote, I'm about out of honeydews. Okay. Remember Kelvin Cooney, where he was like, fucking, you stick it in. He signed with the CFL's Toronto Argonauts. And then, after a 5-11 record, he went home to Columbus, Ohio, to spend time with his family. As of 2002, he operates a trucking company, contemplating a return to Canada for another season of football. Dick Butkus went back to running his insurance business of Bear Paw, and also blogging on the Dick Butkus Football Network. As for Jesse Ventura, he didn't run for president, but he was there during the hearing at the House Judiciary Committee on baseball next to Bud Selig. I'm going to read this because I loved it. Here's Jesse Ventura to Bud Selig. I have a hard time believing it, Mr. Selig, that baseball owners are losing that kind of money and still paying the salaries they're paying. That's asinine. These people did not get the wealth they have by being stupid. Baseball might be a fair game, but its owners have their own set of rules.
Fuck yeah. They didn't contract the twins. He was right.
CNN's Aaron Brown asked Ventura, do you have any regrets? Never. I don't live with regrets. You can't go into this life and regret things you have done because you can't relive them over again. I don't do that. I don't regret anything. I am who I am. Ryan Clement moved back to Denver. He's clerking in a law firm. And he did get engaged with the Goldman Sachs gal. But then he watched Miami beat Nebraska 37-14. I was elated. I teared up. I realized I bleed orange and green. And he's looking at the quarterback, Ken Dorsey.
Ken Dorsey, god damn it.
Yeah. And he's like, God damn, he's third in Heisman Trophy. Better timing than me. That's the way I look at it. Wrong time. If I would have been there, I would have also been.
Yeah, he's Uncle Rico.
Yeah. Well, now he's studying law. And what school did he choose? Miami. But then he got the football bug. He took a job as a player coach in the French Federation of American Football, where Brett adds, quote, players smoke cigarettes on the sideline. Or is that just Brett? Is this just Brett just being like, they're wearing berets too? They're like, wee wee. Third and down, wee wee. He joined to the point that I was like even like doubting this team name. He joined the Iron Mask de Con. I was like, the Leo movie? Man in the Iron Mask? Clement said it was merely an extended vacation before law school. When I go over to Cannes, who knows what happens? If I start feeling it again, I may give an agent a call and say, hey, give me a couple workouts. Poor Clement.
Yep.
In August 2001, He Hate Me, Rod Smart, signs with the Edmonton Eskimos of the CFL. They cut him after a game. He never saw 1 cent from the He Hate Me stuff. In September, he appears on on a Fox NFL pregame show. He delivers a pizza. To which he says, and that's the whole bit, is that He Hate Me delivering pizza. Got me noticed again. It's fine with me. But then the Philadelphia Eagles invite him for a workout, and God bless this guy, he gets onto the practice squad. And then Brett also kind of like lays down, well, his first cousin is on the team, so maybe that's how he... Anyways, he plays in his first NFL game in November. He's on special teams. He gets his first carry. His mom is off probation. She's in the stands, and he breaks his ankle on his second carry. Now listen to this. 2002, January. NBA left NBC. They signed a 6-year, $4.6 billion TV contract with ESPN, ABC, TNT. Okay? NBC Sports is doing like horse racing, car racing, rodeos. The Hollywood Reporter writes, it's profit over prestige. So remember, Dick Ebersol's whole thing is like, why would we lose money? Like, why would we pay for this and then lose money? What about making money? Here we go. The Washington Post reported that the broadcast networks, with their sports rights, lost roughly $1 billion in 2001 on the NBA, NFL. This is a Wilson thing. He writes NBA at NFL, and then he writes out Major League Baseball. Why not just put MLB? Anyways, and NASCAR. Which was Dick Ebersol's point. Why are we overpaying for the rights? What if we own the league? That's his play. We own the league. We won't lose all this money. That's great. $1 billion in 2001 on rights.
Well,
they're not making that back. They're not.
But they're loss leaders.
If Disney does
That's
not
what you do with football is you add all your other shows. You know what I mean? That's why we're getting live reads for SmackDown.
I would say this. At that time, Disney does not own ABC yet. I don't think. It's close.
I think they might.
You think? Okay. I mean, yes, if you're Disney, you pay whatever it was, George Lucas, $1 billion for Star Wars or whatever, you know. It is interesting. Are they lost? Yeah. Have they lost? Have they lost?
95.
That's 95. So this is okay. It's okay. So Brett's like, oh man, Disney lost all this money. They're like, it's a long-term thing. Don't worry about it. A reporter asks Ebersol, what's your legacy? This is a Dick Ebersol quote. Someone who loves sports, but is ultimately a businessman who has a responsibility to shareholders. Put it on my tombstone. I love it. Had a responsibility to shareholders. What a life I led. Thank you. 2 months later, NBC has a new pro football venture. It's the Arena Football League, baby. And Dick Ebersol described it as the most exciting, fast-paced, high-scoring game you've ever seen in your life. So, Brett cuts to what happened with Vince. Wrestling viewership sank in a cyclical dip with no one left to battle. Because guess what? The WWF has bought WCW. And also, Brett adds he welcomed back Jerry Lawler. The WWF declared a $36 million loss on the XFL. But Brett cuts to November. Vince is on a WWF float, waving. Ha ha! May 2002, WWE buys WCW. So then he brings up, hey, XFL's technical legacy. The World Series 2001. Fans could hear Curt Schilling's words from the pitcher's mound. Do you remember that, Larry?
No.
Curt Schilling's words. Oh, it had something to do with Muslims. Gonzalez is directing the coverage of the Bud Light World Challenge Rodeo on NBC. And so he goes, Brett says, look, anybody else that's looking to replicate the XFL, look at the failure of the XFL. A league of empty promises. The bosses promised a measure of rebellion wit. Francois Rabelais.
Yeah, I don't know him.
I looked him up.
Okay.
And realized I'm a Rabelaisian. It was a French guy that was so influential on French culture. He was like, ha, what if a toot is funny? It's all about like drinking and being funny.
What era? What's the time period?
So old. Like Google right now, Francois Rabelais.
So old.
It's just about a guy.
Oh, 1400s. Okay, I thought you meant like 1930s.
No, so old. He's just like drinking and being funny. That's where it's at. And I was like,
yeah, he's got a cool fucking mustache, right?
I was like, oh shit, I'm a Rabelaisian.
Right? Ain't his stash cool?
Yeah.
He's kind of got a little goat.
And he's asking the big questions. What if you're just a drunk asshole?
Here's the first Bukowski.
Yeah. And this has nothing to do with current WWE. They overpromised and undersold. I guess this is like his kind of XFL. His epilogue is kind of his XFL. Like, here it is. In the end, nothing worked. And their cavalier approach couldn't obscure the vast and echoing empire of their failure. Brett, put that in the last pages, not in the epilogue where, like, what happened?
Yeah.
Acknowledgements. We always do these. Let's give them out. The difficulties of writing an unauthorized book are clear, he says. XFL lawyers issued a letter explaining that they would exercise all available remedies in both equity and law to prevent the publication. Well, when the league folded, conditions were exacerbated by this severance package, its inevitable rider, and the confidentiality agreement. But there he goes. He's on the ground for this. Boots on the ground. He thanks the staff of the Las Vegas Outlaws, Dick Buckus, John Gonzalez, Rusty Tillman, Jesse Ventura, and you can kind of tell who he was able to talk. Like the interviews, he kind of got it. These are kind of the four main characters, in this book, and many others who gave. I'm surprised he didn't thank Rod Smart. Where's Rod Smart in this? Who gave their time and insights. 80 interviews, and any quotes that he did not get personally were from press conferences, teleconferences, and periodicals. Boom. And also, he even puts in, this is not an AI book, he puts in, memo on page 157 comes from Monday Night Mayhem by Bill Carter.
Oh, see, that's added to that edition. I wonder if Bill Carter roasted him.
You better put it in your fucking... Also, editor at Crown, Pete Fornatale, who bought my proposal when no one else wanted it. Matt Bialer at Trident Media Group for landing my first deal. Dorian Steele at Crown and Cheryl Capitani at Trident for their vital aid. Cicero de Guzman. This, I gotta say, this Crown place is sounding Fortunale. Matt Bialer. Oh, that's Cheryl Capitani. Cicero de Guzman. James Westman. Thanks to Zhu for those fragile few minutes before hitting the wall, and then all the rest of it. Boom. XFL done. Like I said, I feel like if XFL wasn't so, like, there was a sheen of fraud over it.
Well, beyond that, though, just the book. I guess, we got the fucking 30 for 30 on the XFL, didn't we?
Yeah, we could watch that.
No. I'm saying this to get my judgment up of
this book.
Maybe between that and it's just not an interesting story, really. And I love journalism. I love getting the stories. They're not where you think they're gonna be. You always find something unexpected. Maybe he should have did more of that, because just the nuts and bolts of the league is just kind of a.
And I think, at the end,
there's no real great story there.
At the end, he tries to couch it with, like, look, it was hard. Nobody wanted to talk. There are NDAs. Whereas, have you read Moneyball by Michael Lewis?
Sure.
Where he gets to be with the players, and he's kind of building a thing, and he's building a story through Billy Beane, the players, all that, and how it all comes together for this one common goal. There is no common goal. Also, Brett is meeting the whole story with, like, derision. it's hard to write about something if you're like, this is all going to be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
This fucking failure. It's like, well, maybe not going so hot. Talk to the players. Like, I would have built this story about the XFL through like a couple. Like, he landed in Las Vegas and is like, I'm Las Vegas, and that's that.
Yeah.
If he maybe had like a guy from LA, a guy from He Hate Me, and then a guy from like, give me like 4 guys. Plus, then you have the Vince McMahon stuff. And you make it like, look, one of my favorite books of all time is The Wrecking Crew, I believe it's called, which is about a group of guys in recovery being on a softball team. And it's a true story. So there's like guys that used to be in like hair metal band, like, 80, like there are like some former quote unquote rock stars on the team. But it's about how like they find community in softball. They're all like, recovering drug addicts, but it's all good. Like, you could write something like that about the ex. Look, you can make anything good, really. Are we saying we don't like this book? I feel like I'm dancing around. Like, all these better books.
I don't want to judge it because it came out so quickly. He doesn't have any benefit of hindsight. But I guess what he said about it is what I'd say about it. He's young. He's so flowery with some of this shit. What's the audience here? Because
I know
Rebelasian.
Yes, exactly.
I'm pretty fucking well read, and I don't know what
He's like, you all know the French comedy, right? The Francois Rabel. You know.
You think Brett likes Dennis Miller? I feel like they make similar references.
He's like, why did they ever fire from Monday Night Football? But he does. Yeah, he does. He definitely has the wrestling is for the pigs and the slob. I'm over here. I'm reading the print version of the New York Times. I'm leafing through it. There is a little bit. I don't know. I maybe we should. Can you click a StreamYard link? Go to interview him and go. Do you regret that? Do you have such a class identity now, or you're like, oh no, is he like a lib, like where like he's just like. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I didn't get that.
Like he's booked.
I listened to that one interview, which was about him being a foreign correspondent, whatever he is. See, his topic of writing is solely American-Russian relations. So,
I mean, I would ask him, what do you think about like there's like a whole class of people that will be like Russian bot. And you're like, I'm just saying I want healthcare for all.
Does that happen when you say that?
It can.
Is that what the Russian bots are pushing?
Well, anytime a very online liberal, they don't like something, they'll be like, it's a bot.
Oh, okay, sure.
This country has sent a bot to disagree with me. Insert country. So, should we... I need to take a break here just because I need to go to the bathroom. But should we take a break? And do you want to do the book? We need to figure out the book.
We do. Okay, we can take another break and come back.
Break. Think about it. Okay. Real quick.
And they call me boss.
Okay. We're back.
Yeah, so the one who works at night, my main guy was Nick, but he works during the day, and I found out today he's the manager.
Yeah.
But the guy who works at night, he's obsessed with me buying energy drinks. And so he'll always like, hey, we have new ones in the back. I'm not going to do a voice. I almost did. And he's always like trying to get me to buy new ones and like different. He's like telling me when they get them in, but he did get some good ones in that I buy. So I'm in there, and I am picking up energy drinks tonight for the morning.
Right. Sure.
He's not working behind the counter. Some new kid is. Mm-hmm. He's walking around. I get up to the counter with this new kid, and he puts his hands on my shoulder, and he goes, "You got to take care of this guy. He needs his energy."
Oh. Oh.
And then he's like, "Anything we don't have on the shelf, we have in the back. Just ask him." I'm like, "Okay, we're good. I'm just getting a Red Bull for the morning." But I appreciate his candor.
You're a
touching
regular.
Surprised me, but I am a regular.
Man, not even my wife is like that kind of a regular with Red Bull. Maybe at the Costco.
I'm actually not. I'm not. Red Bull's not what I'm getting. I'm just.
Oh,
I get
you
a Celsius Fizz free.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not a Monster. Not a Red Bull.
God, Monster.
Not a Bang. Not a Ghost. But
Thanks.
But a Celsius.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I figured we'd crush out. This is almost the exact perfect amount of time. You remember earlier in the beginning where I was like, who watches this WWE product? Hogs. Especially with the Steph McMahon stuff where she's like, how dare you compare me to my father? I slap you. Because I want to be like very confusing.
Yes.
Well, guess who's on my side? This just came across my way. 4 hours ago, posted. I wasn't watching. I don't know this. Here we go, though. Hold on. Share screen. Oh.
StreamYard's been doing this thing lately.
Yeah.
Where whoever is sharing
the
YouTube video, or even if you're just looking at one on your screen, you pause.
Oh.
Your face pauses. So it happens to me and it happens to you.
Yeah, no. Okay, good to know. They can't handle it. Can you
you're
see
not
this?
paused right? Okay. Now you're paused. Okay.
Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe.
We need to write the book of the downfall of Bryan Alvarez.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
I know.
With the YouTube thumbnails, the reviewing things that you don't like, just the whole of it. What even if you were to, what does it say about maybe Sean Ross Sapp? If you were like, you're pointing at Sean Ross Sapp and you said, "Do you like what you do?" He'd be like, "Yes," because he's sick and twisted. Bryan Alvarez, no, I don't think so. At least
No.
Say. So what's that? That's disturbing.
Yes, Lance is here today, and
So he's
I don't
doing.
know what we're going to talk about, brother. You couldn't even get through the first segment of Raw.
He's reviewing Raw with Lance Storm.
Very
And
good.
he's going, "Oh, you said you didn't even get past the first segment."
Nope.
Let's hear it.
Well, I think
Makes my life so difficult. Go ahead.
in today's day and age, I can't believe we are using Vince McMahon in a storyline and being told you are not Vince McMahon being taken as an insult. I'm sorry.
Lance is right. By the way, Lance, you have, if I can be serious for a minute on the, never mind. Look, Lance is right. That's just how I view it. This is why I call them hogs. If you're still, like, this company is still so steeped in McMahon shit. It's like, can you not? You know what would get them to change? If everybody was like, fuck this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's still so like, Paul Levesque is the brother, the son-in-law. He was under Vince for years.
We know. Come on, move on.
Well, I'm just look. Lance is the next WWE guy. I'm just like him saying, "This is weird. Why are we watching this?"
Yeah.
On a show he's supposed to watch to recap.
Does Brian have an
Stopped
answer?
watching when the initial Janelle Grant case came out. I gave them a break when he, I'm doing air quotes here, retired and left. When they brought him back, I said, I'm not watching. And now he's part of a storyline. And I just find it incredibly, what's the word, in bad taste. And furthermore, I was listening to you and someone else review NXT, and they actually did an angle where a babyface wanted to track down another female talent, and she used a hacker to use geo-tracking to track her down in her hotel and attack her. This company has had female talent stalked. Sonya Deville had a stalker break into her house and try to abduct her. I think Liv Morgan has had a stalker try to break into her house. There was the stalker at the PC. How can a company be this clueless when it comes to appearing like they care about female talent?
What do you think Brian's response is? Guess.
This seems too nuanced for Brian.
I swear, I personally was honestly shocked by Bryan Alvarez's response after all these years covering this company. I was shocked.
You know Brian's weird about women.
A babyface stalked a NXT talent to her hotel and broke in. Unacceptable. How that gets past any kind of quality control, I don't know.
Well, NXT
and how
is
you
stupid.
use Vince McMahon's name on WWE programming in light of everything he has been accused of.
Brian
Didn't I
throws
just
a
say
name.
Didn't I just say he wasn't nuanced?
Well, his quick response to the NXT thing, so now he's out on NXT, even though it's the exact same he's been following this whole time. Well, NXT is stupid.
Is just baffling to me. I was not going to watch the rest of the show. I just find that completely unacceptable, and I'm not supporting it.
Can't you just skip the segment and watch the rest of the show so we can talk about Raw? Listen, they didn't even mention Vince's name. Yes, they made a reference.
Can't you just skip that segment?
Because Stephanie said, Cody, I knew your father. You're not your father. And then Cody's response was, you're not your father. They didn't say Vince. And actually, I didn't think they were going to mention him at all because they went out of their way at the beginning of the segment for Stephanie to actually come out and say, this is the arena and I was waiting, grandfather built. I was like,
Yes,
how about that?
I was impressed.
How about that? They're not going to mention Vince. But
They
they never
say
mentioned
great grandfather
in the segment.
They used him in an angle to help get it over.
It's not a storyline. It's not an angle. It was just like a line that she...
What are you talking about, Brian? It's just a line she said. It's the whole culmination of the thing, is it not? Where they're slapping each other?
And I think I said her grandfather built Madison Square Garden right after he shipped his son off to Havelock, North Carolina.
Yeah, correct.
To never be heard from again.
My grandfather built. With toots.
Say the line?
No. If it's just a line, find a better line.
Okay, well, you're fine. I don't disagree with you, but can you skip the segment and watch the rest of the show so we can review it?
Brian, this is so off-putting. They put this on their YouTube. Brian doesn't understand how off-putting this is to be like, can you just ignore all the crimes just so we can talk about fake wrestling?
No, then they get away with doing crap like that.
He goes,
listen, I have to watch all of these shows whether they suck or not. I've suffered. Yeah, the NXT thing was stupid. A hacker found out, and it was hard to even find out where she was at anyway. She's always in a hotel room in the bath. Yeah, it was stupid. But like, I got to suffer through the
stupid,
shows.
Brian. It's not just stupid though. It's disrespectful to the female talent that
there's
have
a
to
difference.
work in that company.
I'm going to tell you why. It's stupid because
Good pause by me. Brian's, I'm going to tell you why, is such a... If you hear him, I'm going to tell you why. Prepare for a shithead take.
they're stupid, and I guarantee you, Lance, that not one single person there even thought of anything that you were saying. So that is stupidity. I've watched this show. Sometimes they do things where it's like, okay, you're just being petty or you're being words I can't say here on the air. But other times, they're just stupid. And that was an example of being really stupid.
Why can't you say a word on the
not
air?
One single
Yeah, what
solitary
word?
person watched.
Oh, you think it's the R slur? I think that's what he meant. He wants to say,
Okay. All right.
you know, he wants to say the R word. Words I can't say. I mean,
I thought,
People in their
there has
YouTube
been a lot of
algorithms.
stock
I
in
don't
here.
I like that.
swear. You can say bad words.
Brian
Do you
has
need
come
the
to
extra
company-
clicks?
I can't believe right now Lance is like, come on, man. This sucks. This is shitty. And Bryan Alvarez, right now, we're talking about a sex trafficking lawsuit. And Bryan Alvarez is going, look, sometimes
looking at the bottom
they
line.
do things.
He's got to
And-
pay alimony.
It's dumb. But, and sure, have they ever been petty? Yeah. But this time, I just don't think they cared. It's like, that's worse. And he also is focusing on NXT about the, like, oh, she found a gal. That's
Or
not
maybe
the
we
same
shouldn't
thing.
do this.
They even had a line where the stalker dude, I believe, said something about, "Ooh, this could be bad or used in the wrong way or something." So they're aware of it.
I don't think they tied that together. It's very much like, here's another one, okay? Janelle Grant was very angry
Oh, no.
because what the hell was the angle they did?
Oh,
they did
I can't
something
even remember this.
involving.
Come on. I remember it.
Anyone remember? It was like Liv
Why
Morgan
did
and
we put this on
Roxanne
YouTube?
and Dom, and there was something about a phone or something like that. And
Something
it was like
about a
text message.
phone? Something about Janelle Grant and a phone? They were texting or something. Bryan Alvarez. What are we doing? What's happening? He's like, here, to prove my point that I'm not dismissing all this stuff that WWE does. What was that thing that they did do? I can't even. What was that? Something about Janelle Grant and texting. Anyways, NXT. Yeah, Vincent. March 26th. NXT. Tiffany Stratton comes out. And she's wearing a gown. I don't even know what the fuck is going on, but it's that kind of shit. Like, what are we doing? What is this worth? What are we doing? Why is the Observer, what is it? The social media now taken over by an AI company? Like, what's happening? What's going on? When I was with Gus at All In Chicago when CM Punk had his meltdown, the day prior, Bryan Alvarez and Dave Meltzer had interviewed Tony Khan, and I went onto the forums because the day after the CM Punk meltdown, Bryan Alvarez kind of like, who would have known, or what did he was like doing like a kind of a whatever bit he was doing.
Okay.
And I went on the forums and I was like, hey guys, when you had the opportunity to interview the promoter, why don't you do, you know what had, okay. Alvarez said, we almost didn't do the interview or something like that. Or we almost didn't go to the press conference because we'd done the interview. It was something like they were going to skip out on something.
Okay.
And I was like, hey guys, why don't you just do your fucking job and cover pro wrestling? And I saw, bloop, Bryan Alvarez has responded to your comment. I've never looked at it. I don't want to look at it because I'm in the fucking right, man. Do your fucking job. But Gus enjoyed that. I looked at him and said, I'm not going to look at this because I'm fucking right. Do your fucking job and cover pro wrestling. We almost would have missed out on this major pro wrestling moment. Just show up. What the fuck are we doing? Like, but hit this on top of it, Alvarez with that. What is he doing? What's happening to my wrestling media? I know what's happening, but like what? Guy's big, like me. He's got his big headset on with his wire attached. He's got his microphone out.
It's not even. I know.
And he's going, "What are we talking about?" He's like Tucker Carlson now. He's like, "What are we talking about? Can we just talk about the wrestling? Can we just talk about?" Lance Storm has to take the guy that wrestled in the Attitude Era. He's got to take the stance. He's got to be like, "No, it's wrong, Bryan."
Or something.
Which Jim Valley, look, I would, if I was in the room, I'd be like, Lance, Jim Valley already took this stance, and Dave Meltzer was like, well, that's your opinion, Jim. I appreciate it. You know, like Jim Valley was like, I'm not going to watch wrestling WWE anymore. What's that mean to do? Look,
I don't know Jim Valley. I remember him saying that, but I didn't know he was a guy.
And Dave was like, well, I mean, you're being too hard. I mean, it's just wrestling at the end of the day. Like, he kind of was like, why are you doing this? Like, it's just, that's a separate issue. And just, it's like, is it? This is what the Hogs thing with the WWE. What do we, like, if I'm trying to think of an equivalent of what, like, if a company that sold you food, I don't, you like, what, like, the entertainment, okay. If Saturday Night Live, you're watching it every week, and then it was like, Lorne Michaels is an incredible pedophile, and he's still going to run the show, and people he's picked is going to run the show. It's just rife with this guy that was a severe, like, everyone's like, oh, man, Trump is just, he's attached with these Epstein files. I don't know. I don't trust the guy. And then it's like, Vince McMahon allegedly did all these things. It's like, well, his son-in-law runs things. He's only under him for, that's fine, I guess. I mean, he's not doing the goofy shit I didn't like. You can't find anything else to watch? Really? The Woody Allen fans out there, did you find other movies? Can you watch other movies, or are you just beholden to Woody Allen movies?
Yeah, that's a little different because they kind of dominate.
But you know what I mean? Like, can you, okay. Let me think. Is there anybody bigger, like a bigger creep? I don't know. Larry's yawning, but it's just like, it's hog shit to be like,
we know that's how you feel.
Okay. So let's continue with, just finish it out.
It was like a text message. And whatever it was, like Janelle Grant thought this was specifically targeting me. And I remember watching it, and like watching it, I didn't think for 1 second. It wasn't until like later after the show, people on Twitter were like, oh my God, this or that.
So we've established you're dumb. You're dumb. Dave Meltzer was like, that was a shot.
I mean, they're a company that can't help but put shots into, you know what I mean? They're always taking.
And Bryan, what is Bryan doing? Watching it like with drool dripping down his chin? What? I'm aware of the Janelle Grant thing. If Dave can pick up on it between curls, and Bryan just like text. What the fuck? This is Why did Bryan Alvarez post on YouTube, I'm a dumbass? I take everything just as it washes over me like slop.
All right, come on.
And like, I'll bet you dollars to donuts, nobody even thought about it at the time. If you want to say, hey, they should have thought about it. Hey, they were stupid. Hey, how could you be so dumb?
Is saying
yeah, go for it.
He's saying that.
But I don't think that they were specifically saying, hey, let's troll Janelle Grant with this angle right here. I thought they were just dumb. Just like I thought they were stupid when they booked the angle for NXT. I didn't think they were like, hey, let's make fun of all of the people that have come here to the Performance Center or broken into people's houses or doing whatever. I think they were just stupid. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that.
You're Bryan Alvarez. You posted a dumbass take, and then it follows up with, hey, I'm Bryan, subscribe for more. All right. You probably don't want to watch Mick Foley's match where he refs between the two guys. Unless you do. You're frozen. I can't tell your face. You're thinking about it. Am I frozen? Oh, there you go. Do you want to watch Mick Foley's guest ref at OVW, or do you want to pick your next book? I love these frozen ones because you're thinking whenever you freeze.
Hang on. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry. Books.
No, you're okay. You want to go to the book? You want to pick your next book?
I don't know what the fuck to do.
Oh, come on. Let's go through the nominees.
I can't open my list. It freezes things. That's what freezes.
Oh. Can you do it by memory?
I mean, I don't really know what I had. That fiction book is 571 pages. That's too long for me. Ring of Hell looks fucking delicious. Even though I know it's bullshit, it was like taken off shelves. That's the Benoit one.
Yeah.
That's got like I mean, I just opened to a page last night, and there was a story about Arn Anderson would tell young female talent backstage at WCW that he was the booker so that they would fuck him. What? And that he would ask them if they wanted a, quote, cat bath.
He's licking them?
Yeah.
All over or just in one part?
I don't know what Arn's proclivities are. If he maybe has two areas he does the cat bath. I don't know.
I'm doing cat ears and making.
So definitely a lot of sleaze in that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's well written. It's it's a. I don't know what this kid's background is actually. Who wrote it? Okay, so we got that. We always got Diana's book, which would be a hoot.
Yeah, that would be. 9-2. Good God.
That was bad. Chokehold. No, that was. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll I'm not going to belabor the point. I'll get my list together and send it to you.
Wow, we're going to leave the people.
No, because I can't fucking open it.
Well, open it. Be paused. It's fine. Be paused. Open it up. It's fine. Or share the screen.
Okay. Good?
I mean, yeah, you're fine. I don't care.
Okay. Now it's working. All right. We can look at this
now it's working. Okay. I don't need your face to be funny.
Oh, is my face frozen?
No, your face is great.
Oh, okay.
Even you get a good face.
We got Tammy Lynn Sitch's book. But that was not very salacious.
Are you trying to show us? Oh, you're just trying to pull it up so
I'm
you
just
can
reading.
See it.
Okay. Yeah,
Tammy,
I have it.
Okay. Tammy.
You just tell me anything that makes you stop.
Okay. Yeah, no, just Sonny.
Irv Mushnick's memoir book.
Okay. No.
The Sheik. No.
No.
Bugsy McGraw. That's an Ian Douglas one.
Okay. Yeah, Bugsy. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, that one again. No, that's Two in the Weeds. We got McFoley Countdown to Lockdown, a hardcore journal.
Okay, I'm listening.
That's the fourth book, I think.
Yeah.
Gold Dust, Crossroads Out of the Darkness.
Okay, I'm listening. Yes.
Death of the Territories, Hornbaker.
I have that. It was okay. Okay, yeah. No, not listed.
Okay.
Maybe someday.
Dusty, I don't care about. We do have Foley's follow-up, but that one's, it sucks. Hacksaw, the Jim Duggan story.
Curious, sure.
The History of Stampede Wrestling.
No.
Okay. No, we're not doing that. We did that. Nope. Piper, no. No Gorilla. JR's Cookbook. Sean Oliver, can't do him.
We can do him.
No, we can't. It will not help us. Karrion Kross, I'm not doing his story. Looking at the lights.
I'll pick Karrion Kross. I'm the one that's going to pick these, like Jimmy Corderas, Karrion Kross.
I have Pete Gass's book.
I didn't know he wrote a book. I'm curious.
Mid-Atlantic Memories. Hogan's second book. National Wrestling Alliance, The Untold. That's another Hornbaker one. Gary Hart. How about Gary Hart? That's regarded as a good one.
I know that is. I know.
Okay. The
You'd
fucked
have
up
to send me the PDF.
Yeah.
I meant, although I might, no, not on this computer. I don't have this computer. You'll have to send me it.
Roddy Piper, Slobberknocker. Well, we did that. Did that. DiBiase. Fuck, we didn't talk about Brett DiBiase. I mean, not Brett, but Teddy Jr. getting off. Funks was bad. A Sean Oliver, another fiction one. I have The Consultant, a supernatural thriller.
Yeah, I mean,
that I'd be. Listen, we could just go fucking spurs up on Sean.
Just
and
do
turn
the
it
whole
into
series.
a roast. Yeah, I mean,
Just
just
do
be
the whole
vicious,
series.
and I'll make those our YouTube shorts and see if we can start a battle with him.
No, he's not gonna bite. He's not. Those pictures that he put up of himself, terrible, terrible. What are we doing?
What pictures?
The one where he has like writer written on his forehead.
Oh,
and, like,
God.
that shit.
Okay. How about Bill Watts?
I mean, I'm okay. I'm interested. Should we do another? I mean, you're clearly not gonna get bullied by Jonathan Snowden into doing Shamrock.
No.
So make him wait for it. You're gonna make him wait for it.
Yeah.
It might be a while because after you, I'm probably picking Jimmy Corderas or like Killer Cross. I'm probably picking Jimmy Corderas because I think I just want to fight with him you fight with him on Twitter.
No.
Oh, he's going to be so pissed. He's so online. It's disgusting.
That's true. Okay. You know what? I'm not totally against that.
Also just probably in his book is just like Vince subservient.
Oh, I also have
bullshit.
Transfer, a supernatural horror novel. So Transfer and The Consultant.
Okay. Yeah, he's written a lot of fictional books. Do you want to do another Sean Oliver?
No, he's only got like 4, I think, total.
That's a lot. That's so much. Let me look at here.
We got Regal.
Oliver. It's true. Oliver. The Fedora picture that he's trying to scrub is one of the first pictures that pops up when you Google him.
The hat?
The little pork pie hat.
Yeah.
Google Sean Oliver and tell me if you see the pork pie hat. But then when you click on it,
hang on.
I think he did the photo shoot because we made fun of the pork pie hat stuff, and all those pictures are off, and now it's just his weird photo shoot. I'm going to take credit for getting the pork pie hat stuff off the internet.
How about Lex Luger?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to spill dirt. And Linda Hogan.
No, he won't. Oh,
But see, I'm not going to be fascinated. She's going to talk about non-Hogan shit. And I'm not.
Have we talked about the SeanOliverBooks.com website?
Would you stop getting distracted? What are you looking at?
Well, look. Okay, look. Here, look. I'll copy it and send it to you. And tell me this isn't like exactly why we're like obsessed with them. Hold on that picture, but. right.
Was featured in People, the website maybe, not the magazine.
Number 1 best-selling author, 9 books. Monkey Morales. This, come on, man. These pictures with the linen shirt. What is he doing? It's so long, too. It's so long. It's well past his waist.
3 thrillers: Sophie's Journal, The Consultant, and Transfer. Oh, see, that'll be all 3 of them then. Okay.
What's he doing?
Then he returns.
What is this photo shoot?
Oh, now he's got the black shirt on.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Should we do The Consultant?
He has a couple of film projects in the work. Okay, we have to pick between The Consultant or Transfer. So let's find out about these books.
Which one was published after Sophie's?
We think we're going to find a timeline somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Sean Oliver, The Consultant.
Go to like Goodreads or something.
Says, 2019. Sean Oliver, The Transfer, a supernatural horror novel, is also 2019.
Oh no!
So he's just pumping these things out. One was released.
467 pages. Holy shit!
How many?
The Consultant is 400 something pages.
Then we'll do The Transfer. It's only 372.
So August is 2019. So that was this. Yeah. Wow. Tag, you're it.
He's only got 21 reviews.
They're always at the schools. The Consultant is about, and this one is affordable. It's just in a classroom. Oh no, this might be a good pick. Are you really picking The Transfer or Transfer by Sean?
You know it's gonna be fucking stupid.
A shocked community turns its attention to the troubled, urban school for answers, Oh no. Oh no.
Sean must have did like one semester as a teaching assistant, and it shocked him into being a life-changing experience.
What is first suspected to be a bureaucratic conspiracy eventually reveals to be far deeper and darker threat crawling through the community. What do you think it is?
Something that transfers.
Yeah, can Lane put the lid on spreading the menace before the secret gets out? Turns out she has secrets of her own. A supernatural horror thriller. I mean, we could do reviews later, but slow start really picks up.
Interesting, but slow paced.
Yep. A good read. I'm reading the ones that we used to do the reviews of. Would be like Mike Graham. Looks great. Like whatever. It'd be like clearly a wrestler that was like,
yes,
got my copy and I loved it.
Yes.
Let me just look real quick at a 2-star review. I can't.
Yeah, they don't have any. That sucks.
No, they do, but I'm just not being able to. I'm not logged in on this browser.
No, you can't view any. They didn't write words with them.
Oh, okay. So what's it like a 3-star? Well, here's your wife. I don't normally read books like this, but it was good, intriguing, disgusting, and gross in places, but a very well-written storyline. Well done. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm just reading Sophie's. Was that on board action? Okay. Okay. So are we doing this? Are we really doing transfer?
Yeah.
You want to do it? Transfer. Oh my God. We're going back to Sean Oliver. Oh my God. Sean Oliver is going to see 2 purchases of transfer and be like, holy shit.
I'm not buying it. I already have it. I'm stealing it.
Oh no. Well, I'll purchase it. And probably next week, because the purchases, we'll see how quickly it gets to me and how quickly it can read. But we'll
hey, we don't have to waste time doing a bio. We know who he is.
No, we don't know. We know what's up. We can just dig into it, but we might have to watch something. I don't know what we'll watch. WrestleMania? When's WrestleMania? Is it this weekend?
It's 3 weeks away.
It's 3 weeks? No way.
Yes.
It's really 3 weeks away?
Yeah, it's April 19th or something.
Oh my God.
WrestleMania 42. April
what are
19th.
they doing? What are they doing for the bill?
They still got 2 more shows. 3 more
they
shows.
Have 3 more shows to go?
2 more. Yeah, 2 more.
Oh my God. What are they going to do? Like, what are they doing? That's so long for them.
Contract signings.
I'm shocked.
You gotta do some contracts.
You told me about CM Punk trying to powerbomb Roman. I thought that was like to go home.
No. It's just only in the 3rd inning here.
He had 2 guys holding him like a ladder. Wow, Jesus Christ. Well, okay.
Okay, you're good.
Right. Bye. It's Wilson again. That was fun. I bet it was the best episode ever. You know what you can do to help the workers out? Rate, review, all that good stuff on whatever app you're listening to. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to contact us, it's theworkersclubshow@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, The Workers Club Podcast, a Blue Sky, theworkersclub.org, and we have a Discord where the invite link is left in various places. I'm sure you can find it. That's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye.
Smile and love each other.